I'm sitting here with the World Championship Arm Wrestling Men's Champion, Sassy McGuillicutty, ahead of his world title match against the Cowboy from Heaven this Friday, April 4th, at Free First Friday Comedy at the Bird Comedy Theater. Welcome, Sassy.
Well, thank you for having me.
No problem.
It's honestly, it's a pleasure to be here.
Wonderful. It's a pleasure to have you as our champion here sitting to talk with us today. Sassy, we're going to go deep today.
Okay.
We're going to go as deep as we can.
I'm into that.
Now, you have been an arm wrestler for, what, 5 years, 10 years? Tell me how many years.
Well, Mitch, I started out, of course, as you know, on the run from my family. Mm-hmm. My parents wanted me to learn how to read in school, and I wasn't having any of that bullshit. I wasn't going to let a burlesque dancer or a dice player tell me how to live my life. Granted, I was their child.
You mentioned growing up in the bayou a lot.
I did.
How did that inform you? How did the bayou, the swamp, how did that inform who Sassy McGuillicutty is?
Well, like anything, I'm out from the mud, you know? I'm of the earth. I try to be a wholesome, real person. And that's what you find out with people down in Louisiana. And I also am a fan of voodoo. The mysticism that comes with it, you know, getting revenge on your enemies without them knowing. That stuff I can get behind. I got a lot of pincushions, you know?
Now, Sassy, you talk about revenge. That has been a driving factor in your entire career beyond the arm wrestling ring. We can't forget you're a 3-time Bastards Fight champion.
I am. Sassy McGuillicutty.
Talk to us about that transition from just beating a man to death with your bare hands to the world of professional arm wrestling.
Yeah, so there's a lot less death in the world of professional arm wrestling. Some would say almost none. Whereas in bastard fights, people are aware the point of a bastard fight is to make sure that bastard is no more. That bastard does not exist on this planet anymore. So with that comes the murders, the ending of life. And that's rough. When you're in the ring, though, and you're just pummeling, and the blood splattering back up in your face, that's when you just realize, hey, sometimes people are where they need to be.
Now, Sassy, you are not a person who is opposed to growth.
No,
as an individual.
Guys, no, that's what, if the Sassy now could meet the Sassy that did bastard fights, the Sassy now would be running for the hills.
Oh, yeah.
This Sassy's terrified of that Sassy. That Sassy had no morals. That Sassy was only out for blood and himself. And this Sassy's different. This Sassy's about the people. This Sassy's about the community and giving back to the children and carrying the prestige of the title that comes with the World Championship Arm Wrestling Championship.
Absolutely. Now, you spoke of the children. You are doing a lot of work.
I'm trying to do so much for the children.
Talk to us about some of your kids.
Well, yeah. So Sassy himself doesn't have any children due to a how would you say boat fishing accident. As you know, sometimes when you're casting lines, hooks can go flying. Get caught into testicle pouches and just get a ripping, you know? So Sassy had what you call a bayou vasectomy. So after Sassy had the bisectomy, or the Creole crease, as most people tend to know it, Sassy came to terms with it, and after about 5 years, he realized though he may not be able to have children, he can give children something that he never had, and that is a desire to learn. I have what is called a latent desire to learn. It wasn't until after I had lived a life of violence and on the run from the law and being exonerated for my crimes because out of self-defense and bayou law, I was set free. And it's in that time of reform that I realized I got to get back to these children. So I want to learn. And so as I've been learning, well, reading's pretty great. After realizing, well, I'm not welcome in most libraries, I started reading books and where Sassy was when he was a child, on the boxcar. So if you've got a child that's not wanting to learn how to read because they may have the attention deficits or the dyslexias and they're undiagnosed because our society doesn't want to recognize those types of neurological differences in people, you can bring your child down to the train stockyards and let Sassy read to them.
And you're doing great work. A lot of those kids wouldn't have ever had anybody read to them.
No, they wouldn't.
Until you went down there, and it's beautiful work, and I just want to, outside.
It's like, honestly, it's like putting out a a dish for cats. You just get a book and you start reading in a train yard, and children are going to come up and sit and listen.
Now, is it only children?
It's only children, surprisingly. And for a while there, I was wondering, well, where are these adults? Where are the adults for these children? And I don't know. I don't have the answers to that. I don't get past reading because they just get so hungry for the reading. Some of them get so hungry for the reading that they get feral and they want to fight. And I'll be like, no, you can't fight, Sassy, right now. This is not a sanctioned ring. This is just a ring sanctioned for learning. And I start reading them Good Night Moon, typically that gets them back on track.
You speak of a hunger, and you have that. You have that desire to be the best. You have this desire to represent the company.
To be a champion.
Yes, to be a champion, Sassy. Now, can you tell us some of the core values of a champion?
Well, I would think the core values of a champion are showing up on time, maybe even a little early if possible, not taking shit from no one, giving back to the community, and also being a sex symbol. I feel like that's important for being a champion.
Absolutely.
Something that people else can strive to. Be like, hey, that person looks like they fuck good. I bet I could fuck good as well if I just tried a little bit harder.
At First Friday Comedy at the Bird Comedy Theater, you are taking on the Cowboy from Heaven one-on-one for that title, the winner of whom will go on to face the Gravy Train at World Championship Arm Wrestling 3. Talk to me about the Cowboy from Heaven.
Ooh, Brendan, saying that name gets me so mad. I'm going to be real honest with you right now. The Cowboy from Heaven has a lot of issues that he needs to work on. And getting in the middle of a world championship arm wrestling ring is not the place to do it. It's not the place to do it. He's got some deep-seated issues about his own personal image that he needs to come up to with. Look, I'm not nameless, Cowboy from Heaven. I didn't deny you a chance. I didn't keep you from meeting women. No, you did that to yourself. You kept yourself in that ivory tower, Cowboy from Heaven. And you had the gall to come down to the Faith Trip. Who am I making out to?
You're making it out to Curtis Junefield.
Curtis Junefield, well, that's the name of the Cowboy from Heaven. Oh my gosh, it's the Cowboy from Heaven. I want to give a shout out to the Faith Trip, our friends and partners here for promotion on World Championship Arm Wrestling 3. Our favorite friends, if you want to sign up for the Faith Trip text line, you can do that. And you can get discounts on gas and snacks. Sassy loves gas and snacks. And all you got to do to get these discounts, Daddy, is you got to text Faith Trip to 877-509-0339, okay? If you do that, you're going to get discounts from Faith Trip.
You become the embodiment of all that I fear.
You'll cut it out.
I have to face my fears.
That doesn't sit right with Sassy. So, I am granting the title match to the Cowboy from Heaven because I want to teach him a lesson. Sure, I'm not going to teach him a lesson that he needs to learn, that he is a handsome man, and that it's inside him that counts, and that's not what makes him an incel. Being on the internet and talking trash to people and not being out talking to women is what makes him an incel.
Well, I look forward to the match. Now, I don't want to jinx it, but let's assume that you emerge victorious at First Friday.
Let's assume that. I like that assumption.
That means that you are on a collision course, on a crazy train.
That is a head. Oh God!
With the Gravy Train.
Holy shit! That's like 3 puns in one there, Daddy. You gotta warn a guy before you do that. Cool.
And this is not the first time that you have faced Gravy Train. Even the last calendar year, he was your opponent in the first round of the title tournament.
It was. Sassy's on the spectrum and he loves trains.
Sassy, I'm going to take no pleasure in putting your arm on that table. You're the only one I respect in this company, and you'll be the only one I respect after.
God damn it, that feels good to hear. So I got nothing but respect for the Gravy Train. In the battles that he has had with El Pollo Del Reble are the stuff of legends. That's too exciting. it's just, when you think about those matches, it's just poetry. It's like Shakespearean tragedies in the ring. It's a man who thinks he's a train fighting man's immortal enemy, a giant, terrible chicken. It's beautiful.
I did have a chance to talk with the Gravy Train recently, and he had some choice words to say. If you don't mind, I'd like to just show you what he said.
Oh, for sure. That'd
allow
be great.
you to react accordingly.
I call him Trashy McGuillicutty.
Oh, yeah? You want to expand on that?
He is a dumpster fire of a person. He's been holding that title for me. That's my title he's been holding on to. I'm going to show him I'm the best in the world. He's going to show me that his ego don't mean nothing at the end of the day when that arm hits that table.
Now, let's say into that match, you come up short. What does that mean for the future of Gravy Train?
That's not possible. The Gravy Train will succeed. This is a one-track mind, and that one track is going to the title. No other option.
That's wonderful. Now, let's say, assuming you do win, talk to me about what that's going to mean for you in the future.
When I win, Gravy Train will hold this whole business on his caboose. We will be taking that train all the way
Turn it off. I don't want to hear it anymore.
Okay.
I don't want to hear it anymore. Look, okay. Oh, this reminds me of one time when we were leaving a Waffle House after getting kicked out at 3 a.m. Gravy Train, you said I had a bad ego when I threw that chair at that Waffle House employee. Well, guess what? She threw a stool first. Okay, and you know that. If you would have known that, if you would have not been in the bathroom doing cocaine. Yeah, I said it. I may have a big ego, Gravy Train, but you know what I don't have? A drug addiction.
Now, those are some pretty serious allegations you're making. I mean, obviously, we'll be testing all competitors before.
You're going to be drug testing?
We will be drug testing this time. It's part of our insurance policy.
Oh, shit.
It's new. It's a new thing that we're in. You should have gotten an email.
I didn't get any email or
Check your
text.
corporate accounts.
I have a corporate email?
Oh, yeah. Everybody's got a corporate email.
What is it?
It's sassy@wcaw.org.
Oh, shit. I got to check that.
Check it out. So, Sassy, obviously, heated competition. You've got two guys. You potentially got two people that you have to go through.
I'm gonna apologize right now to the Cowboys from Heaven.
Okay.
I'm gonna apologize for what I'm gonna do to the Cowboys from Heaven right now because I'm gonna have to run through the Cowboys from Heaven because I'm so mad at the Gravy Train right now, and I want to face the Gravy Train. I want him to know that. You say I got a big ego. You say that I'm a champion. You say that my pants are red. Those things are all true, and I'm gonna prove them to you.
Sassy, what scares you?
What scares Sassy? Mm-hmm. What scares Sassy McGuillicutty? That's a good one. Silence. Being in the bathroom, and somebody falls through the stall, and the stall breaks open, and I'm defenseless with my pants around my ankles. And it just so happens that the bathroom was also like inside of a gym assembly.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden it's a dream and I'm naked in front of people and I can't stop it. That's terrifying to me.
What is happiness, Sassy?
What is happiness to Sassy? Happiness for Sassy McGuillicutty is the tenderest caress of a woman. The breeze of the air, it just stick your head outside of the boxcar. The leather of a world championship title on top of the leather, on top of your skin. A knife. A chain. Pinning your opponent and making them your bitch.
Sassy, I know you're a busy man. I don't want to keep more of your time. You've got a lot of training to do before the match this Friday.
Yeah.
Just directly to camera there, anything that you want to say to your opponent this Friday, to the world, to anybody.
Yeah. Everybody watching in the world out there, I want you to come down to the Burger Comedy Theater this first Friday to see me put the Cowboy from Heaven in his place. And know that place isn't in heaven. No, that place is at the bottom of society where he belongs.
You are a great champion. You're a great representative of the sport. And we look forward to many more years of you on top.
I look forward to it as well.
That's right. This first Friday, April 4th at 8 p.m., you're going to see Sassy McGuillicutty versus the Cowboy from Heaven for the WCAW men's title. Check it out. It's a free show. It starts at 7. Come on out. thebirdkc.com/WCAW has all of the information that you'll ever need. We'll see you there.
See Sassy and all the stars at World Championship Arm Wrestling 3, Friday, April 18th at 8 p.m. Only at the Bird.